back. The S&P 500 on track for a record close. Meanwhile, European stocks also hit all-time highs today. Let's talk about the global economic recovery and investment opportunities. Mark Mobius joins us now from of course, from Mobius Capital Partners. Mark, thanks for joining us. Good to hear from you.
Thanks. Nice to be with you.
What do you think is going to be the key differentiating factor for global national equity market indices by the end of the year? Is it as simple as GDP rebound rates?
Well, the big picture and the most important thing now is the spending by the U.S. government, this enormous program, which is going to result in lots of imports into the U.S. from emerging countries, in particular China, India, and other countries like that. And that will give a big boost to the economies around the world, but particularly the emerging market economies. So that's the one big issue and big program that will have an enormous impact on markets, I believe. In addition, there's the regular recovery that we're still undergoing since March of last year. You must remember we had a big bear market, very short bear market, but now we're still in the recovery from that. So the markets, I think, will continue to do well. The only danger now is the whole cryptocurrency issue, which I believe many people are going to get caught up in and could lose an awful lot of money. And that could put a damper on optimism and the general tone of markets globally.
Oh, so talk us through that a bit then, Mark. So A, you're bearish, it sounds like, on crypto, and B, you think if we see a big pullback, it could derail all sorts of risk assets.
Well, actually, I'm not bearish on crypto. I think it's done very, very well, even though I wouldn't invest in it. And a lot of people seem to be making money, but I'm afraid that we're already seeing some kinks in the armor of this cryptocurrency boom. If you pick up the newspaper, you'll read from day to day new disclosures of people losing money with Bitcoin scams and all kinds of things going on. So this could, result in a decline in the price of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. And given the number of people who now feel wealthy as a result of their so-called profits in cryptocurrencies, that would put a big damper on their willingness to continue to be in the markets.
That's a risk we don't hear about every day. Mark, we usually turn to you to find out where in the world you see the most opportunities right now. How are you doing that? Are you looking at vaccination rates, fiscal and monetary stimulus, where the cash is flowing? How do you pick the winners?
Well, the first thing we're looking at is the whole tech area, particularly semiconductors, because there's a big shortage of semiconductors around the world, and we're involved in going to companies that are doing the software, and in some cases the hardware in semiconductors, mainly the software and the design of semiconductors and the various features of semiconductors that go into cell phones and computers. So this is a big boom, and of course the growth of cloud results in an incredible demand for servers, and of course each server requires a number of semiconductors. So that's one area where we're very excited about, particularly in Taiwan and Korea, and in some cases in China. Then the other area is software generally, companies that are doing all kinds of software for the Internet and for companies upgrading their technology. Every company in the world now has to be involved in some way with the Internet. And, of course, that's creating a tremendous demand for software. The other area we're looking at is the medical area, and particularly in testing. Yes, sorry.
No, you finish the thought.
Yeah, the other areas, as I said, in testing, medical testing, that sort of thing. And not only involving COVID, but generally speaking, the demand for testing, medical testing, is growing at a very rapid rate globally. So we're investing in companies that are offering those services.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.